Back to green braces, my favorite color of them so far. Anyway, this is a tough question, and it requires a lot of introspection and self-knowledge. But in my mission of becoming the best version of myself, I've got ideas on routes to pursue from many different sources. So books, podcasts, friends, just all over the place. I'm picking up ideas, such as, I read a book, men's self-help book, several actually, all suggest that that you learn some sort of fighting skill. And so, literally, straight from the books, I said, okay, and I picked up karate. And I'm a high brown belt now, so I'm getting up there. Not a black belt yet, but I'll be a black belt someday, mark my words. So, that's one example. I read it in a book, it was an idea, you should do this to improve yourself as a man. And I am currently pursuing that. Now, that begs the question, am I doing these things, these different self-improvement things for myself or for somebody else? Like the approval of women or the approval of parents or approval of the world in general. And that's a tough one. I've been thinking about it. And I guess the answer is it really depends, and it's probably a little bit of everything. So, for example, with the karate thing, I've always felt that if I ever got in a fight, I would get my ass absolutely whooped. And first of all, I'm a small person. Pause. So, obviously I'm at a severe disadvantage in any sort of physical combat. And so when these books suggest you should learn a fighting skill, learn, karate, and I picked up karate, I actually think that this was an insecurity within me, and that by learning karate and someday becoming a black belt, I will hopefully, you never put insecurities completely to rest, but, it'll be something that I am continually working towards that actually benefits me. And I'm not just doing it because some book told me to. So that one, I think, will alleviate a real insecurity that I have. So, okay. Cool. I'm probably doing that one for myself. There was the getting a motorcycle. Now that is suggested by a lot of men's help books as like the guy thing to do. And at the time, I had friends that had motorcycles and would ride around a lot, and they also suggested it. Now, one of the friends moved away and the other sold his bike, so I am of the group, I'm the one, I don't ride with other people. I just ride my bike to work and to run errands and stuff like that. And I enjoy it, but looking back, I probably did that partially as, the books gave me the idea, and then friends, but I mostly pulled the trigger because I guess influence of my friends. And I'm not saying it was a bad idea. I really enjoy riding my bike, but that is one that I probably did for the approval of other people, not myself. although I have come to enjoy it. Okay, so my new thing where I'm trying to dress better, wear a flannel shirt, maybe tuck it in, not just run around looking like a bum everywhere. Now, I have never given a shit about how I dress, and it's been very evident for the most part. I do not have good style, and I did not care, and that was obvious to anybody who looked at me. And now that my dad has tried to get me to dress respectably, and all the self-help books and everything, pickup books, it's like, yeah, you gotta dress at least decently. So, but I will say that I am dressing better now as a result of, books and things telling me to, and then getting good reactions from people out and about saying that I look really nice. So it's kind of a combination of, once again, inspiration from books, and then what made me really pull the trigger was when I tried it, I got good compliments, positive reinforcement, as they say, from just people. So that one I am doing for others because of that positive reinforcement from others. Inwardly, couldn't give a shit less. However, it's fine, I think, because it's something I don't give a shit about. It doesn't go against any of my core values. So I think it's fine that I'm not really doing it for myself. I think it's fine that I'm doing it, and that it is mostly to impress basically other people. Now, if I did something that was against my values, such as against my value of simplicity, get like a big fancy house or something, that would definitely only be to impress others, and it would also be going against one of my core values, which is simplicity, where I try to keep my life as simple and try to be as close to nature and the earth as possible. So, for example, that would be both something I was doing just to impress other people and something that's against my core values. So, I think the important thing with all these different self-improvement things I'm trying to be the best version of myself, I'm down to try anything, which, cool. I will try lots of stuff. Some of it's going to be from books or podcasts. Some of it's going to be suggestions from friends and family. Some of it's going to be, just random stuff I try. But as I'm trying this, I think I'm mostly going to try to do things that are for myself, that agree with my core values. If they don't agree with my core values, that at least don't go against my core values. Like, if I'm doing something like dressing nice for outside approval, at least it doesn't go against my core values. So, yeah, that's kind of my take on that. There's really no such thing as doing things only for yourself, because we're social animals. Everything we do is, has something to do with the people around us, either in the past, present, or future. We don't live in a vacuum. We are built basically by cultural forces. So there's really nothing that literally comes from just inside of us. Everything is influenced by outside pressures. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. Whew. I was singing too loud in the truck earlier, lost my voice. So yeah, I don't think there's any getting away from being influenced by other people. So I'm not going to worry too much about where my motivation stems from, as long as it's not directly opposed to my core values. So yeah, that's my thoughts about that.